How do you define generational trauma? It may not be what you actually think it is. And by the end of this first module, you're going to learn a different definition of generational trauma that is out there on the internet. But first thing first, this is Laura Foster, founder of Souls Healing Humanity. And before you get like your panties in a twist and like, oh my gosh, this is another person that's going to give me a little bit of information and then she's going to ask me for my email. She's going to throw me in her fucking sales funnel. And I don't want to buy anything, people, because I like free shit. I'm with you, baby. Just so you know, this course is completely free. Souls Healing Humanity is not a company. It is a global movement. And everything I offer is completely free. I don't even want your email, and I don't market to you. How refreshing is that? So let's get to our content today. How do you define generational trauma? You may be part of the millions of people that believe generational trauma, just like the mainstream media, internet will tell you, is based on something tragic, like abuse or addiction or war or genocide or oppression. And yes, those things definitely are generational trauma. The common treatments that are out there: therapy, group support, trauma-informed life coaches. Oh, that's really, really popular right now. Or pharmaceutical solutions. Yeah. You may actually start to feel better having a pharmaceutical solution. But you know what? Your sex drive's in the toilet and your poop's not, and you're being constipated for a week. Okay, I digress. I absolutely digress. Yes, there are a lot of treatment options that are out there that are working. And if you are finding something, no matter what it is, if it's working for you, please continue to follow that. But this course goes deeper. It's actually for people that have done the therapy. They've maybe been on medication and they still have a lot of generational trauma that is really affecting their quality of life. Is that you? If it is, keep watching. If not, I'm going to love on you no matter what. And you can click on and watch something else. You may be also wondering, it's like, why should I be listening to this lady? Because our circumstances are different. But I can guarantee you, we have similar things that are going on in our life. I had a lot of generational trauma, and I'm going to get to my own definition to that in a moment. You're going to be like, oh yeah, she might be onto something. But I freed myself from the generational trauma and drama that kept me in this little tiny little cage. Miserable. Yes, I was doing therapy for years. I was on all kinds of different pharmaceuticals. And I'm not here to say that's right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm here to offer you a revolutionary technology that I will teach you in this course for free. That you can become your own guru. You can become your own therapist. You and only you can do this work. And you will find out what it is and how to use it in this course. But let's break this thing wide open with my definition of generational trauma. Trauma is anything that overwhelms your system and never gets processed. That's how I define trauma. Generational trauma? Oh, that shit is just unresolved trauma that's on repeat. And it gets handed down in your family like a bad recipe for fucking dysfunction. We've all had it. Yes. It's not always what has happened. It's not the traditional view of generational trauma. It's stuff that never got healed. It's stuff that never got accepted. It's stories and programming that never got questioned. That's generational trauma. You don't need to have a murderer in your family tree to be carrying this generational trauma. We're all carrying it. You just have to have inherited the legacy of shame, of silence, of survival mode. Pull yourself up by your bootstrap conditioning. It hides this generational trauma. It hides in plain sight, but we don't see it. It's chronic guilt from being the good girl. It's that hustle culture that we've been taught that disguises itself as work ethic. It's emotional shutdown that's labeled as strength, being strong. It's toxic independence that's labeled as resiliency. You get rewarded in our current culture for that shit. The resiliency, the strength, the work ethic, the good girl. But all that is part of your programming. All that is part of the generational trauma that you are carrying. And it is running your life. Now, there's two different thoughts whether generational trauma is genetic or it's behavioral. And I have to be honest with you, I'm not really sure where my current understanding of that is, whether I fall on, yes, you can inherit generational trauma through your DNA. I'm not sure. Or that you've just behaviorally, you've learned it from your family. I like to think that it's probably a little bit of both, but again, I'm not sure. I don't have all the answers. I'm learning right along beside you. So maybe you inherit part of the generational trauma, maybe you don't. Maybe it's a beautiful combination that's not so beautiful, but is running your life. So even if it's not genetic, your generational trauma is contagious. The way people respond to unhealed trauma in your family, that has been passed down to you. That definitely has been passed down to you. It's the shit that has been modeled to you, and it's been worshiped like gospel in your family. Kind of relating to that? Yeah, absolutely. Your mom did not have to directly hand you her trauma. She just had to hand you her unexamined and unhealed coping mechanisms that she modeled for you. She programmed into you. And I'll get more into my personal story later in future modules, because I think it's going to ring true for several of you out there that are watching. But let's get things kind of wrapped up here today. So one of the most common things I hear when I work with people is, hey, Laura, nothing really bad happened to me. I didn't have that murder in my family, and there really wasn't any like war or genocide or anything. And I didn't really have a bad childhood. But I want you to tune in next time, because if you're saying some of that stuff to yourself, I want you to tune in because we're going to talk about and explore how we're actually carrying this generational trauma and it's actually running our life. I'm going to reveal for you how you can begin to reverse on your own as your own guru the generational trauma. I'm going to reveal to you the entire holistic scaffolding technology, the revolutionary framework that teaches you how to resolve this unresolved drama and trauma that you have in your life. And you can do it on your own, becoming your own guru. And I'm also going to reveal in the next module your very first wisdom wand. So tune in next time. Until next time, I love all you people. This is Laura Foster with Soul's Healing Humanity.